So it's your 100th show coming up tomorrow, and we saw a bit of it there. What have you got in store for
you
people?
saw there Elvis Costello playing on the guitar that used to belong to Elvis Presley, that he'd had since 1956. Priscilla brought the guitar in. It's on display at the O2. There's a big Elvis exhibition at the moment with hundreds of thousands of pieces of memorabilia. And they let Elvis play. They don't really let anyone touch it unless they're wearing gloves. They let Elvis Costello hold it. And he starts by playing a bit of an Elvis song. Then he goes into one of his songs. Then he went back into an Elvis song. And it was really one of those hairs on the back of your neck moment. It was a fabulous moment, which I love. That's one of the things that makes me really excited about doing the show soon, because still, is when you have something happening which wouldn't have happened otherwise, that's an exciting moment. Or when you have a new talent that no one's maybe heard of. We have a band on this week called Caravan Palace. They're a French electro-pop band who I love and my kids love.
Sounds quite niche. French electro-pop.
It's so catchy.
Is it?
And they do like 1920s dancing, so they put on a great show. You know the French, they love to dance. So they're up the front there, they're going crazy. So it's really fun and exciting when you've got new talent coming on and you've got a star like Elvis Costello, who I don't think that really gets the kind of praise he deserves. I mean, I think he's one of those prickly characters who is so important to our kind of culture, our pop culture, but he doesn't really get the sports, and I really wanted to put the spotlight on him a bit as well.
Amazing that you're celebrating 100 shows. I mean, it's flown by, of course. I think in 2011 you came to ITV and launched the show, and it's still going strong. It's fantastic, isn't it?
It whizzes by. It's really alarming. But it's great, you know, that's what makes it fun, is the fact that you're doing it, and there's always new talent. There's always new people. There's always people you maybe haven't had, even though I've been doing this for, like, almost 30 years now.
Who do you still want to have, then? Who's on your
there aren't that many,
list?
although we've got... I mean, I still like the combination of people. That's what makes it fun. But this series, coming up in about 4 weeks' time, we've got a guest on who I've never had before, and I don't think anyone's done on a British talk show ever. We've got Cristiano Ronaldo coming on.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Well, don't say it like he shouldn't come on.
No. But
what was that reaction?
For exactly like you said, I don't remember. I mean, he's got a film coming out, obviously.
He's got a big film about his life coming out, but he's never done a talk show in this country.
So that would be fascinating.
And he's probably, at the moment, I think most people would agree, probably the greatest footballer on the planet.
Well, he's won it the last couple of years, hasn't he?
Yeah, and so that's going to be really interesting, and we've got some interesting people on with him as well.
So you, of course, he spent a lot of time in Manchester as well. So, I mean, you're not a massive football fan.
No, but I know the people like that. Even I know of. You know what I mean? It's like,
but we won't be going into the technical difficulty. You know,
but that's a good thing.
I
think that's a good thing, because I think the worry, actually, the bigger challenge really is when you have someone who you're a huge fan of, and you want to say, but in 1972 when you did that album with Bobby Gillespie, why? It's like, no, people don't want to hear that. So you do have to step away from your own fanishness sometimes and actually do an interview that everyone can engage with.
Have you done an interview then where you've been with someone that you're just is an absolute hero, and you've had that sort of difficulty where you're thinking?
I have occasionally, because I mean, I'm a big comic book fan, and I'm a big fan of Japanese comic books, and there's a guy called Junji Ito who does the most terrifyingly horrible, scary, crazy, mad, insane Japanese comic books. And I interviewed him. I was meant to be doing him for a documentary show I was doing, and I was meant to do like 10 minutes with everyone. And I was talking away, and at the end of it, they said, "Oh, you should wrap up." And I went, "Oh, OK, a bit longer." I'd done like 2.5 hours with him. Yeah, and I thought we hadn't even started because I was so excited. So he was one, and no one's even heard of him. But that kind of stuff gets me going.
You've got Danny Dyer on the show, on the 100 show, and I know Danny a little bit. He's quite a character, that Danny, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of language on the show from him this week, but he's great. But he does it in such a charming way. You know, he's so funny and he's so and he knows what he's doing. I mean, he kind of acts up to it a little bit. Yeah. You know what? Go leave it. What are you doing? You know, John. All that. He overdoes that a little bit. But he's one of the sweetest and most genuine guys you can meet, and just super funny.
And look, it's a big weekend for you in all sorts of ways, because not only your 100th show, but it's Halloween, which in your house is just a huge event, isn't it?
It's kind of our Christmas in a way, but this year, I mean, we always throw a big party, which has got bigger and bigger.
There's the pumpkins, the delivery.
That's the hallway as I left this morning. I'm going to be carving those today. I've got to carve those pumpkins, so I might take your advice and just paint a couple.
Paint them
on
the
subject of pumpkins, because we have a little surprise for you, because we thought that we would do a pumpkin each and we would do a portrait of you on the pumpkins.
Wow.
So we've got them here
so
for you.
I couldn't be more terrified.
I've been quite busy, actually.
Wow. Wow.
I do pride myself on my pumpkin carving skills.
You didn't really, did you do that?
There you go.
Charlotte's just done that.
Look at that.
And Ben, you better show yours.
And then I was trying
I look like the Chinese ambassador who's in town at the moment.
I was thinking of you back in Channel 4 days, and that's how I thought was...
That's the face I see in the mirror at 4 in the morning when I get up and go to the loo.
No, actually, I can't take the credit for that pumpkin. We did have a professional pumpkin carver do that, but that's the pumpkin I would like to be able to carve.
Well, that is fabulous. Can I take this home with me?
Yes, you can. Please do. Well, I hope you can take mine as well.
You might be a bit short.
No, this one I'm leaving.
But no, you'll...
This one I'm throwing at Sean on the way out.
He'll catch it. Jonathan, thank you so much for coming in.
Pleasure.
Have a great party tomorrow night. We'll look forward to seeing those pictures. I know you'll entertain a lot of the kids on the street in the area as well.
Yeah, we have a party at the front of the house for local kids as well, so it's not just for us.